husband and wife, partners in life, family and business.
Through the ups and downs, we've overcome. God as a witness.
From the household of faith to real estate to what's happening now.
We've got something to talk about. So for the next few moments, please allow us
to bring you something you can feel.
It's time for the real talk about real life. Nothing but real. Wanna tell the truth, it's on design. Let's be real. Join in, tell your friends, 'cause every now and then we all need a reality check with the Adolphs.
Welcome to Reality Check with the Adolphs. I'm Willie Adolph.
And I'm Tequila Adolph, and we're the Adolphs.
Yes.
Today's episode is going to be amazing, and we're talking about when to make those career changes. We'll be right back.
Bring on the day. Trusting in God's instructions. Bring on the day. Conversations with Billy and Tequila. Time to bring on, bring on, bring on, bring on, bring on, bring on, bring on the day.
Are you ready to learn how to communicate with each other to discover your strengths and weaknesses that will complement each other towards your new and successful career? Are you ready to have a chance of creating an enjoyable and successful lifestyle with the one whom your soul loves?
Reach out to us today and we will help you get started with couple bonding in business at www.couplesinbusiness.com. Welcome back to Reality Check with the Adolphs.
And this part, we wanted to hear from you. So we went on our Facebook page, Reality Check with the Adolphs, and checked the question of the week. This week's question is, what 3 words would you use to describe the 3 months of your life? And only 3 words.
3 words. Super duper happy. That's 3 words. You didn't say.
Okay, so let me do 3 words. Discernment, faith, and clarity.
Oh, super duper happy.
You're supposed to be deep.
Okay, really super happy.
Anyway, let's see what our Facebook audience says. Don't forget, guys, check our page, answer the question, or submit a question so you can hear it right on the TV show. Let me see what we have. Full of blessings. That's a good one. Challenging, but still grateful and blessed. That was from one of my sisters.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's that new math.
No, okay, so then it's challenging, grateful, blessed.
Okay, now that's 3 words. If I would have said that.
Yes, I would have called you out.
Gotcha.
I'm still standing.
Okay.
Blessed, focused, redirected. That's good.
That's a good one.
Frustrated, alive, and blessed. Faith, trust, and hope.
Okay.
Peace, clarity, and discernment.
All right.
Guys, those were some great answers. And again, follow us on all of our social media platforms, Reality Check with the Adolphs, or hashtag the Adolphs. We'll be right back.
The Adolphs Group at Equity House Properties. We provide residential, commercial, leasing apartment locating. We provide consulting on home buying, home selling, and credit restoration. We help with private investments through All Faith Investment Corporation. Contact us now, the Adolphs Group at Equity House Properties. We make real estate your reality.
Hi guys, we're Willie and Tequila Adolphs.
Oh, yeah.
And what do we do?
Man, we do real estate, credit restoration, concierge service.
I sell Mary Kay. We're ministers. We do marriage counseling.
And we have 2 TV shows, Reality Check with the Adolphs and Bring on the Day.
Hey guys, get to know us at
www.
theadolphgroup.com.
Welcome back to Reality Check with the Adolphs. I'm Willie Adolph.
And I'm Tequila Adolphs. And today we're super excited, honored, and blessed to have one of my mentors, Sandra Morgan, our Sandy. And we're discussing career changes, but first, thank you for joining us.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here. Just to see you again. I haven't seen you in so long.
Oh, no.
So we met Sandy back in 2004. It's been some years. It's almost 20 years. And we were getting started in real estate. We were loan officers.
Mm-hmm.
And we worked for her and her husband at the time. And her husband just said, you know, Willie, you got an office. You can do what you want. And then I'm like, well, I come along too. I'm part of the package. And so as I was in the cubicles, I saw this tall, beautiful lady, always dressed to the nine.
I was scared.
And tall in heels. So she's one of the reasons why I always wear high heels. Everybody was like, you're tall enough. I was like, no. And she come into the room with all the other real estate agents and she would tell them what to do and she had everything organized. And I was like, I want to be a part of that. And he was like, okay, well, you know, you got to study to be a real estate agent. And I was like, oh, okay. So I got my real estate license and I was like, I just want to listen to her. I want to be a part of her. And you remember I came to your office.
No, and you haven't looked back since.
No.
That's good.
So that was some exciting times, but you're not even in real estate anymore.
No, I haven't been in real estate probably since 2010, 2009.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't. I got away from the real estate world and there was some catalyst in there that created that. A divorce first. And then I turned 50.
Yeah.
And that was a huge leap for me. You know, you wake up one morning and you're in your 30s and you wake up and you're 50 and you kind of go, well, what happened? Where did it go by so fast in a blink of an eye? And I turned 50, but I had also, a friend of mine died from metastatic breast cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And she and I, years ago, had planned to put together a women's magazine. And life got in the way, and children, and all the things that can get in the way. And the time went by, and like I said, she died from metastatic breast cancer. And I woke up that day and I thought, okay, this is it. Mm-hmm. This is a turning point right here. I'm either going to continue going down the corporate road with my husband and everything, or I'm going to take this turn and I'm going to do something that is crazy, absolutely crazy. And I decided that I would start Kaling Women.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a magazine for women over 50, really 45 and up, really. And started that, had no clue how to do it, not one. And so
really?
Not a clue. This is really kind of at the dawning of the internet, as Facebook and things like that, and websites and those kinds of things. So I just started doing research. I mean, I spent all my waking hours almost doing research.
But you have 2 magazines now. You have
Well, I don't have 2 magazines. I have the magazine, and then I have a digital marketing company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started putting the magazine together, and it was in more of a newsletter format in the beginning. We didn't have the tools that they have now. So, yeah. So I just, and then I thought, how am I going to get it out of these people? You know, what am I going to do that? And really, social media, I hadn't begun that. There was a thing called Plaxo back in the day, kind of like a LinkedIn is now. And I joined that and started connecting to my target market and grew my audience from about people that I had a handful of contacts, grew from about 200 to right now we're approaching a little over 90,000.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Well, what about your family? You have kids?
I have kids. I have 2 grown children. You want to age yourself real quick? Greg is 42.
No.
He's going to kill me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have 2 grown granddaughters. Lily's 22. And yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Now that's
interesting. Yes. and I'm
Yes.
like,
That's because I remember those 2. Oh my gosh.
man,
That's crazy.
I know. And then I have a
So-
daughter, Heather, too.
So right now, all of those young women in their life look up to you. Do you consider yourself as a mentor to them, or making that change? Because that's such a wild and crazy change going off on your own, especially after 50. Because a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, you're too old to change. Just stay
Right.
where you're at."
Right. You know, it's really kind of funny that you say that, because I had there were people that thought, you're crazy, you know, you're 50, why are you starting this career change right now? Well, I can tell you right now that I have had, since that time, with a digital marketing company, everything coming involved, I have made life changes and career changes probably 10 times since then.
Wow.
I'm more of a, let's jump on the plane and we'll build it as we go down kind of person than I am have everything built and in place and then I can start. Because if you do that, you never get started. There's always one more thing and one more thing and one more thing that you need to do before you can start. And so you never get started.
like trying to wait for that perfect moment.
Right.
And that perfect moment never comes, because even when you start,
Right.
it's still not perfect.
You know
don't
that.
have
You know
all
that
of
as
the
business
pieces
owners.
together.
Right. No, you just got to start. You have to start somewhere. And it doesn't matter your age. As a matter of fact, I think, honestly, it keeps us young. You know, having something new and exciting and something to try and figure out. We use our brains. We use all those things that kind of we don't think we can do after we reach a certain age, or people tell us that we shouldn't do after we reach a certain age, and that's so wrong.
Yeah.
We need to encourage that rather than discourage it.
Yeah, because you're very outspoken. I love reading your Facebook page. I love it. And I was like, yes, I'm going to be 50 next year, and I'm just going to tell it like it is.
Well, you know, you reach a certain age, and it's true. It is true. Well, I'm going to tell off on myself a little bit here, and this is really hard for a woman over 50. But I turned 65, and I will tell you that I'm still not afraid. If tomorrow something happened to the magazine, something happened to my marketing company, okay, well, let's find something else to do. Let's do something more exciting. And I've got 2 books written. One is published. And I don't know if the writing would be the way I would go, but I would find something else to do because I'm not too old. And I have women friends who are 70s and some friends who are in their 80s, and they are just now starting businesses because during their time, women stayed home, they raised the kids, they did the da-da-da-da-da. And so they're starting businesses of their own. And I just don't think that we ever need to get to an age where we think we're too old to try something.
Yeah, that's like Jim Rohn when he always says, you're not a tree. Just change.
Right, just
move.
change, just move. Just move, it's okay.
So awesome.
It's okay, and yeah, there's a little fear factor. Sometimes I think fear is good for us.
Right, because sometimes it can actually encourage us and push us.
Right.
Because knowing you're very competitive. And fear a lot of people don't understand, fear is a competitor's biggest,
Very much.
very biggest thing to
Yes.
where it's like, okay, you say I can't do it, I'm scared to do it, but I'm gonna do it just to show you that I can do it.
It's a great motivator.
Oh yeah.
It really is. So is hunger.
Yes. What would be like one major tip that you could tell our audience, and not just women, because some men out there feel that they have to retire from their job and that life is over, and then they just feel like all they need to do is puddle around the house. What would you tell them?
I have, there's a neighbor that I have. He just turned 68, I believe is what he turned. And he had retired from a corporate job, you know, been there for, I think 30, 40 years, something like that, and fully retired and everything. And he found himself sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
Doing nothing. He would get up, he would watch the news, he would eat breakfast, and then he'd go sit down and watch something else, and then he started gaining weight, and he started getting depressed and all that kind of stuff. And then he remembered, as a young man, he loved carpentry work. And so recently, about a year ago, he started his own little handyman service. Doing great. He's out. He's back out. He's back working and everything. And I just think that, you know, but there are some people though that are perfectly happy retiring.
Yeah.
They play golf every day. They, you know, do their thing, and they're perfectly happy doing that. I'm not that person. I think I would probably go insane if I were to not have anything to do every day.
Yeah.
So I really think it's kind of up to the individual. If you're happy retiring and you have a fulfilling life, even though you're retired, I think that's great. But I think if it comes to the point where all you're doing is sitting around all day long and you're getting depressed and you're getting sad and angry. There's a lot of anger in people, you know, in their 60s and 70s because they feel like life is over, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's really kind of just beginning. Your kids are gone. You know, you have the grandkids. I have grandkids. That is my most favorite thing because I get to spoil, love, and send home. So there's things that change. And I think that as we get older, we shouldn't let that scare us. We should just embrace it and say, okay, well, now what does this look like? What does this stage of my life look like? Because our lives go through so many stages as we get older, and it's just one more stage. So what's next?
Wow, guys, this has been some interesting conversation. We'll be back with some more tips from Sandy after this commercial.
Join me at Collaborate.
Join me at Collaborate.
Join me and hundreds of women at Collaborate.
Welcome back to Reality Check with the Adolphs. And today's conversation was totally amazing.
Yes. So we have Sandra Morgan with us today, and she's talking about career changes after the age of 50. So digging a little deeper. Now, you've accomplished so much in so little of a lifetime. When you made that career change, you're I think one of the things said you're on a board of directors for marketing. What all have you done? And it just seems like life got better after 50.
It did. It absolutely did. No, really. You know, because when you're in your 30s and 40s, you're raising kids and you're struggling and everything, and then you after in your 50s, you know, all that's kind of behind you, so you can really kind of focus on yourself without the guilt. you know? And so it really does get better after 50. You know, I was on the board, a lot of boards for aging, because that was very important to me, aging in place and things like that. So I became a board of directors for an organization called IMNN.
Yes.
Don't ask me what it stands for right now because I cannot remember.
I can tell you, it's International Mature Marketing Network.
Thank you. There's my brain. That is one thing that happens after you turn 50. So anyway, so I did that and did a lot of mentoring about that. You know, about marketing to my age group is very different than marketing to your age group or to someone in their 30s or 20s. It's all very different. And from that, also too, from the KLM Women website, because we grew so fast, people started asking me how we did it. And that's why I started my own digital marketing company, because I knew that that was the upcoming way to market your business to people and being online. So, but, and it's put me in front of a lot of different people I have met, which really, and I know y'all can understand what I'm saying, when you say met people online, there are a lot of people that I'm connected to through Facebook and things like that I have never met in person.
Wow. Yeah.
Never met in person, but they have influenced my life, you know, more than I can say. I've never actually met them face to face. So, yeah.
And you influence others, you know.
I hope so.
Especially with the magazine. How do we get in the magazine? How do we read it? Or if we want to submit questions or anything?
Okay.
Can you give us some information on that?
The website is kalonwomen.com, KALON women.com. And everything is on the website. If you want to submit an article, if you want to join our Facebook group, if you want to connect with us on social media. And then beginning in July or August, we are going to have a radio podcast begin. So, and that is going to cover all the myriad of changes of women 50 over. So that's going to be a good one.
Be good.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Wow. Well, we're super excited that you came. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you so much for having me. I love seeing both of you. You know that. You know that.
Thank you so much. Guys, we'll be right back to sum it all up after this commercial.
Hey guys, I am searching everywhere trying to find some homes for our buyers. I had to dress up and get camouflage, and maybe I can sneak up on a home or two and maybe find something, that perfect home. You know, going through different areas, different towns, different communities, there is something out there for you. We just have to be the ones to continue to look. Inventory is low, but it's not gone. Even for new home builders, inventory is still low. It's pretty tight with the land and then the homes. Uh-oh. I think I see something. Oh, I see somebody building. I tell you what, let's go. Let's see what it looks like over there. Oh, I can't let them see me, because if they see me, they're gonna sell the house, and then there's not gonna be another one for a while. All right, let's see how this goes. Hey, so I'll run over here. And they're actually building. Oh, this one's gonna be on the lake. There gotta be some more homes around here somewhere that they're building. I think I see, I see somebody. Maybe they can help me. Man, I just seen you trying to sell this home. Is it?
No, I'm sorry, I just sold it.
Oh man, is there another one that we can look at?
I got another one for you. Follow me. Hey, here it is. Come on, follow me. Come take a look at this beauty.
Oh man, just the openness already excites me.
This is our Redford plan. This is 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, with an entertainment room and a game room, and a huge Texas-sized patio.
Ooh, man, we gotta take a peek at this. We're gonna look out the window. Because if I go outside, I'm gonna fall in love, look for the barbecue pit. And this is awesome. Thank you, thank you. And you said this is 4 bedrooms?
4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms.
And 4 baths. Wow. Guys, we better jump on this right away. You can contact Kim.
Come see me.
Or you can contact Willie Adolph at the Adolph Group at Equity House Properties. And remember, you got Will, you got a way. My name is Will. See you at the next house. Welcome back to Reality Check with the Adolphs.
And guys, what a great episode. To sum it all up, it's just life is not over when you think it is. And whether you're 40, 50, 60, 75, 90, I've heard of bodybuilders at the age of like 85 and they start lifting weights and taking care of themselves. You can make that career change.
Right. You're only as young as you think. You can limit yourself to so much, but why not push yourself? Remember the dreams when you were younger. Follow those dreams.
Bring those back. I listen a lot to Christian ministers, and there was this one story of this young woman, and back in the day, she wanted to sing opera. And, you know, they were like, you can't make money off of opera, and, you know, you really don't know how to sing, because they didn't understand the music. But when she got retired and was living in a senior living environment, I don't want to say old folks home, but senior living environment.
You just said it.
Hush. She would sing during the entertainment time, and she had the most beautiful voice that people would come all the way around just to hear her sing opera. And she taught people how the message of the music of opera. So that was like in her, you know, past the 80s. So she, you know, career changes are scary, but it keeps you alive and keeps the passion going.
It can keep you healthy. It keeps you moving around, your blood circulating. It actually keeps your brain moving because you're trying to figure it out.
That's right. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this special episode of Reality Check with the Adolphs.
Talking about real life, nothing